Good morning, good afternoon, and evening to you. That actually depends on your location and from wherever you're watching me from right now. God bless you for joining me once again. This is Tiolu and His Word. You are welcome once again for another update. You know what we do here? That we update you with issues, things that actually fall around the space of social media. That is what we do. And I want to welcome you guys once again for another update. Yes, TopeAlabi matter and Lizzy is what is trending right now on social media space. And I believe you must have seen a lot of write-up, a lot of videos, a lot of opinions on social media space as touching this matter. But we are going to uh, analyze some things. We are going to say some things about these trending issues. When matter comes to social media, most of the time, social media leave that matter worse than the way it was in the original version of it before it actually comes to social media. That is what we see on social media. So I want us to know that. Now, since yesterday we have been seeing a lot of things about TopeAlabi, Lizzy and Johnny birthday surprises, where TopeAlabi decided to not honor after he arrived that particular venue for the program. Yeah, we heard that it was 4 million naira that were paid for to TopeAlabi, but from the source we are discovering and we are now realizing that the money is not up to 4 million. Actually, based on the information available on social media space through William Oreofe, he said the money was just 2.5, and that was because he intervened, because naturally the money is supposed to be more than that. According to him, he said it was even 70% reduction to what TopeAlabi usually charge anytime there is an event like this one, especially the surprises that. So because of the intervention of Williams Oreofe, because he had a personal relationship with Alabis, so the price was beat down with 70% according to him. Now, Williams Oreofe has come out to shed more light to what actually happened, why TopeAlabi decided to leave that venue despite the fact that it was there already. She was there already. So there are a lot of things that we are getting to know about this. And if all that Oreofe puts into writing actually the truth, it means that something is actually wrong with the people that actually planned that surprise for Lizzy and Johnny. This is not Lizzy and Johnny's fault. If actually what we I'm going to read to you is actually right, it must have been the input of people that actually organized that surprise of surprises, and that is where we are going right now. So William Oreofe put all this into writing, and I'm going to read out to you as seen on social media space that Oreofe personally released that write-up as touching what is happening right now on social media space about the Alabis and Lizzy and Johnny birthday, and with all our fans, both fans, either for Tope and Lizzy and Johnny all over the world. So I'm going to read this from social media space what Williams Oreofe actually released, because he was also part of the people, he was involved rather, when they wanted to start this surprise thing for Lizzy and Johnny. So I'm going to read through us as we've seen on social media space. Yes, I read. Concerning evangelist TopeAlabi and Lizzy and Johnny birthday surprise, and an unfortunate conundrum by Oreofe Williams, PhD. It was 2.5 and not 3.5 million that was paid to the Alabis. Another point, the cost value was reduced by 70% to that amount because Uncle TopeAlabi considered my intervention. Now to the body of the write-up. Some weeks ago, a filmmaker contacted me because he needed evangelist TopeAlabi. The filmmaker told me that he wanted to surprise someone he cherishes a lot. No name was mentioned, and I assured and I assumed that it could be his wife or anybody. This conjecture is not far-fetched, as he did create an impression that he was personally funding the surprise. No impression was given that it was a joint contribution by any team. Of course, I would not have doubted him, because I'm not unaware that this filmmaker is rich enough to fund the surprise. And you know, the name of the filmmaker was not mentioned. I think Williams Oreofe was intentionally about that, not to mention the name of the filmmaker. So I'm continuing now. No impression. Sorry, I contacted Uncle TopeAlabi, and after that released his number to the filmmaker. It was supposed to be birthday surprise of a public figure, and I still marvel till tomorrow and about why a name was conspicuously hidden by the filmmaker who contacted me. Yeah, Uncle Soji informed me that the day would be very busy, and I pleaded with him to attend, having considered any possibility for resettling. He also mentioned the amount was low for a birthday surprise, but I prevailed on Uncle Soji, and he eventually honored my plea to receive the agreed amount. That was another emphasis, after giving a 70% price reduction due to my intervention. However, the requirement of 2.5 million was met by the birthday surprise. Nonetheless, the identity remained hidden until they got to the venue. The question is, why was the celebrant identity hidden, and for what reason? It was at this moment I received a call from Uncle Soji, who had already made up his mind to leave the venue. Sincerely speaking, I would never have spent the next 15 seconds there if I was in his position. Nobody loves to be manipulated. I can tell you authoritatively that he is the president of Gospel Vibes, and it takes decisions. So that's to tell us that Uncle Soji, Auntie Alabi's husband, was the one in charge of that gospel organization. So naturally, what Oreofe was telling us here is that it was not even the TopeAlabi that made that decision. It was Uncle Soji, being the president of Gospel Vibes, was one that actually took that decision to leave the venue immediately. He told me on phone he was leaving. I also wonder why someone would keep a public figure anonymous, even for me, whose name he used to absorb and access to the Alabis and reduce the amount to be paid. The reason why they returned the money and left was particularly because of the celebrants, anyone around the venue. As I have read in some article, they felt deceived and were not given the endeared privilege of a choice by conscience. That is, because the name was hidden, they were not given the privilege to choose either to come or not, or either to honor that invitation. That is what Oreofe is saying here. Now I continue. Minister Soji and TopeAlabi and their team have on several occasions honored Christians and Muslims as their fans cut across multiple languages and religions. Please note the sum received was 2.5 million, which was paid to the Alabi in 3 tranches and not 3.5. The inflated price published by some writer is erroneous. The Alabi made an instant refund of the 2.5, and I have requested for the payment received from the Alabis because I feel quite bitter about church manipulations and grievous move misinterpretation given to it. It is expedient to note that the integrity, transparency, and accountability we always serve as the bedrocks for sustained healthy business relationship. You don't ask a singer for a surprise to surprise a public figure only to keep the celebrant anonymous and eventually surprise the surpriser at the venue. You will be more surprised. Now, Oreofe Williams is a Nigerian actor, mentor, and filmmaker. He is also a PhD holder in film studies and media communication. So guys, that is all that Oreofe has gave to us as the background and as the source of what actually happened between the Alabis and the people that organized that surprises. Now, if all these things are truth, what is your comment and what is your opinion about it? But I think before an artist can come for an event like this, the celebrant must have been known, and because I believe there must have been a kind of song that be arranged for the person, the name, if there is need for the person to concoct some kind of rhymes oriki for the person, and I think they're supposed to know the name actually, but I don't know what actually happened. Why was Alabi not even asked that? Why was Alabi not even asked them the names? And if they did not give them the name, they should have called them before the day and returned the money. That is my opinion anyway. But I don't know if there are other things, if there are other requirements, if there are other things that they have done that made them to go for that surprise that particular day. I don't know. Now, let us see how the money was paid to them. The money was paid according to Oreofe in 3 tranches, and we are going to see how they were paid. The bank receipts are this, as you are seeing on your screen. And the first money, I think this one was on 17th of March 2025, and the money was 600,000, and the narration there was from Aliu, that 600,000. The country, and the other one is the date is 16th of March 2025, and the money was 900,000. That is how much? That is 1.5. And from Aliu, I think the balance is here. The balance is 1 million naira from Aliu, and this was made on 15th of March 2025. And according to Oreofe, at the venue before Alabi is left, they refunded the money back to the organizer, and this is the receipt. The name of the source account is TopeAlabi Gospel Vibes Limited, and the bank's destination then that same name to Oluwasumade Adegoke, and the sum of 2.5 million was refunded. And these are the evidences to show that actually those transactions exist now. That is what is happening right now. And I think based on the way can calm down now, as we have known, at least this is a source and this is what happened based on the facts that is available here. Now, what is the way forward? And next time, and I think a lot of lessons has been learned, and we have seen some mistakes here. I think TopeAlabi, they had their processes and they have a requirement, but how these things got to happen, we don't know. And maybe there are other things that is not made public about this matter. Yeah, that is that for now. We'll still come back on that particular matter. Now, Ajinrere Iseshe Adebusola has also come out to say other things about this matter that we are talking about. According to Ajinrere Adebusola, she said a lot of things about Lizzy Anjorin. Lizzy Anjorin is one of the people that she follow on social media space, just because of the way she carry herself and just because of hard working. Because according to her, Lizzy Anjorin, she is sincere to a lot of things, and that actually attracted her to her. And also, she also talked about TopeAlabi, our opinion about her and this particular matter that we are talking about. So, guys, I want us to listen to Adebusola about this matter, and mind you, that is our opinion, and our opinion is not binding on any one of us. But let us just hear from Adebusola what he has to say about this matter that we're talking about. So we'll be back to do a final analysis on this subject matter. Thank you.
Bí mo bá tún ayé wá lẹ́ẹ̀kan sí, ìṣẹ̀ṣe òun ni máa ṣe. Nítorí pé ìṣẹ̀ṣe fi àyè gba àlàáfíà, ìṣẹ̀ṣe fi àyè gba òtítọ́, ìṣẹ̀ṣe fi àyè gba ìbẹ̀rù, àtúnbọ̀tán ọjọ́ iwájú. Tí a bá ní ká wo nǹkan tí ó ṣẹlẹ̀ tí TopeAlabi wù ní wà ní ọ̀dọ̀ Yèyé Mẹ́ṣọ́ lánàá, ẹ rí wípé ìjẹ́ ọmọlúàbí, ìjẹ́ ènìyàn Ọlọ́run, ìjẹ́ ènìyàn àlàáfíà, ẹ rí pé kò sí nínú ìrìn àjò yẹn. Ilé ayé tí a bá ní ká wò ó, nǹkan tí ayé bá ń hail, táyé bá sọ pé tẹ́ ẹ bá wò dáadáa, nǹkan ìbàjẹ́ ni. Tí ẹ bá rí bí ọgbọ́n, tí ẹ bá rí bí òye, ẹ rí pé kò ní sí èrò ń bẹ. Ibi tí a bá ilé ayé dé nísìnyí, olórin fẹ́ máa wo ibi tó fẹ́ lọ nítorí pé àwọn kan wọ́n lòdì sí ẹni yẹn. Ìwọ kẹ̀dẹ̀rẹ́ olórin ni ẹ́, you are for everybody. Tó bá jẹ́ ẹni tó ní ìpayà Olódùmarè, tó ní ìfẹ́, you might even be the person tí Olódùmarè máa lò gẹ́gẹ́ bí ènìyàn láti ṣe àtúnṣe àwọn ìrìn àjò nígbà míì. Ṣùgbọ́n nítorí pé ọ̀tọ̀ ni nǹkan tí ẹ ní nínú, ọ̀tọ̀ ni nǹkan tí ẹ ń fi hàn fáyé, irú ìròǹborùn òun lolórin àti àwọn ènìyàn yìí náà. Kí ni ìtumọ̀ yẹn? Wọ́n pè ẹ́ ní pé kó wá ṣe surprise níbì kan, o dẹ̀ débẹ̀, o wá ní torí pé o mọ̀ pé Lizzy ni, o wá padà tó ti gbowó. ó mì pé ó ní àwọn èèyàn kan tó ò fẹ́ ṣẹ̀. tó bá mọ̀ pé wíwá sínú ayé ẹ wíwá sílé ayé ẹlẹ́dàá ẹ òun ló ń ṣe ohun gbogbo fún ẹ tí kìí ṣe pé bóyá ìwọ gangan ti tọwọ́ bọ àwọn nǹkan kan tó jẹ́ àìṣedédé tí kìí bá ṣe pé ọwọ́ gangan ò mọ́ tí kìí bá ṣe pé ìwọ gangan wà nínú ìrìn àjò ìbàjẹ́. You will move free nínú ayé wàá ṣe ọ̀tún wàá ṣe òsì kò síbi tí o ò ní rìn sí. eléyìí ó máa kọ́ gbogbo wa lọ́gbọ́n. ọgbọ́n tó kọ́kọ́ kọ́ èmi ni wípé èmi ti mọ̀ tipẹ́ o wípé yèyé mẹ̀ṣọ́ kì í wá fún yàn láì ṣe pé ó ti ń kó ẹ̀sùn ẹni yẹn sọ́wọ́ tipẹ́. tí a bá wo ìgbà tí TopeAlabi ní issue tí wọ́n ń dragẹ̀ lé ọ̀tún lósì lórí wedding ọmọ ẹ̀ rí i pé ní táìmù yẹn yèyé mẹ̀ṣọ́ orin TopeAlabi ni yèyé mẹ̀ṣọ́ máa ń lò ní site tó bá lọ site rí i pé orin TopeAlabi ni kí ló ń try láti ṣe bí àwọn ènìyàn ṣe ń sọ̀rọ̀ lọ lórí ọ̀rọ̀ yẹn ó ń try láti play orin yẹn so that the interest of the people will still be nínú TopeAlabi. ó ń dọ́gbọ́n bá ń polówó ó ń dọ́gbọ́n tún ṣe. ẹ wá wo ìwà tí TopeAlabi gọ́gọ́ wá wù ní ilé yèyé mẹ̀ṣọ́. bí mo ṣe wà yìí kò sẹ́ni tí ó lè sọ fún mi pé bíi ní kí n mẹ́sẹ̀ sí. The reason tí mo fi like yèyé mẹ̀ṣọ́ jù wípé she's an hardworking person and I'm always inspired in her. torí pé gbogbo ìgbésẹ̀ tó ń gbé gbogbo bó ṣe ń ṣe business yẹn ó ti la èmi náà lójú láti máa ṣe bẹ́ẹ̀ tí mo dẹ̀ ti rí àwọn nǹkan tí mo ti gbé ṣe. She's like a strength to me. tèmi gan wá ń lò pé no, I must learn from her. If a woman can make it like this, I can also make it. So tẹ́ bá dẹ̀ wo àwọn èèyàn tó tẹ̀lé yèyé mẹ̀ṣọ́ jù rí pé àwọn èèyàn tó wà hardworking ni kì í ṣe àwọn èèyàn tó pé they are full of life. kì í ṣe àwọn èèyàn tó pé they are full of life wọn ojú pé kọ́ ṣáà máa rìn kiri kọ́ máa lo life jáde lọ kákàkiri. àwọn èèyàn tó pé they are always with their businesses. ohun tí TopeAlabi ṣe ó kù díẹ̀ káàtó ó kù díẹ̀ káàtó ó kù díẹ̀ káàtó. tó bá tiẹ̀ jẹ́ pé bóyá àwọn ará bí gbà yín pé ẹ̀yin náà máa lọ kọrin fún wọn ní wedding wọn eléré lè ṣeré anywhere. ọ̀rẹ́ méjì tí wọn ò ṣe mọ́ wọ́n lè pe eléré kéléré ṣe ń bí kò ṣe lọ́hùn. You are for everybody. ìwà tẹ́wu yẹn kò ṣó ẹni àlàáfíà kò ṣó èèyàn rere nípa yín. ó jẹ́ káyé mọ̀ wípé bẹ́ẹ̀ ṣe rí níta kọ́ lẹ rí nínú. ó jẹ́ ká mọ̀ wípé kéèyàn ṣọ́ra kéèyàn má tẹ̀lẹ́nu nítorí pé àwọn tí wọ́n ń pera wọn ní ẹni ọlọ́run lénìí ẹni ajogun ni wọ́n. ẹni ajogun òun ni wọ́n. á jẹ́ pé ó ti ní ìwà kan tẹ́ ẹ ti wù àwọn ọ̀rọ̀ kan tẹ́ ẹ ti sọ àwọn nǹkan kan tí ẹ ti ṣe sọ́mọbìnrin yẹn yèyé mẹ̀ṣọ́ tí kò mọ̀. òun ló lè prompt decision yín láti padà sílé. ó kù díẹ̀ káàtó. ó kù díẹ̀ káàtó tá a bá sọ pé ká rẹ́ni bá rìn nínú ayé kọ́kọ́ kéèyàn associate ara èèyàn mọ́ èèyàn nínú ayé táyà fi rí èèyàn gẹ́gẹ́ bí èèyàn irú yèyé mẹ́ṣọ́ yìí ni. Because she's a role model. She's a role model. Ẹni tí èèyàn gbọ́dọ̀ mú ọmọ èèyàn ti pé máa study woman yìí. Ìgbé ayé tó ń lò mo fẹ́ kó wọ́n náà máa lò ó. Nínú gbogbo ẹ̀ lánàá bọ́rọ̀ yẹn ṣe tún rí jú bó ṣe rí tínú bí àwọn tí wọ́n sanwó fún TopeAlabi tó tán gbé ọ̀rọ̀ yẹn wá sọ́dọ̀ Lizzy Anjorin mọ ohun tó tún sọ. Ó ní ṣé owó tí ẹ fẹ́ owó tẹ́ fi pé àǹtí TopeAlabi kí ló dé tẹ́ ẹ fi wá rajà lọ́wọ́ òun. Ṣẹ́rí pé ó tún polówó ọjà ṣáá ni bísínẹ́sì ṣáá ni. Ẹ jẹ́ akẹ́kọ̀ọ́ lára èso ọ̀pẹ̀lẹ̀. Ẹ jẹ́ akẹ́kọ̀ọ́. Ẹ jẹ́ akẹ́kọ̀ọ́. Gbogbo ẹ̀kọ́ lè jó, gbogbo ẹ̀kọ́ lè rè. Èmi kẹ́kọ̀ọ́ wípé gbogbo àwọn tí à ń pè ní ẹni Ọlọ́run ẹnikẹ́ni ni wọ́n o. Èèyàn kéèyàn ni wọ́n o. Àwọn ló máa ń wá ìní wàhálà. Kí ló wà náà ẹ̀? Gbogbo àwọn tẹ́ ti ṣe surprise fún nínú ayé. Mélòó ló tó yèyé mẹ́ṣọ́ nínú wọn? Tẹ́ wá ń tẹ̀lẹ́nu. Ó mà ṣe o. Bí mo ṣe like TopeAlabi tó ìfẹ́ yẹn drop wá ni. Irú àtúnṣe wo lẹ fẹ́ wá ṣe ń sìn? At the end of the day àwọn ọ̀tá ló kọ́kọ́ bẹ̀rẹ̀ sí ní gbé abẹ́ẹ̀rí surprise tán kinní kan surprise ò tán kinní kan bó tẹ̀ jẹ́ pé lélẹ̀ mi wà gbogbo ohun tó ń ṣe ń bẹ̀ mú bá wọn lọ because we are happy wípé nínú ìjì nínú wàhálà she is still strong ìyẹn gan lásán ó ti fi fún àwa yìí ní kinní pé kò séwu nínú ìdojúkọ ayé ká dúró gbé.
Yes, guys, you have heard from Adebusola what she has to say. Well, as I said to you all just at that time, that is our opinion. You are entitled to your opinion, but our opinion is not binding or not. That is what she observed, and that is all she need to say about the matter we are talking about. Now, let me make my final submission on this particular matter. TopeAlabi music company, that is TopeAlabi Gospel Vibes Limited. They have process, they have procedures, they have requirements if you want to do something like this. And I think one of the things that their requirements should be is that they want to know the person they want to do surprise for. They want to know the person that they want to sing for. And that's, I know, that will be one of the critical things they have to consider before they honor any invitation. But in this one, something is not really clear about it. That when they contacted Uncle Alabi, I think there must have been a lot of discussions before, apart from what Williams did for the organizer. The organizer will have one or two discussions with Uncle Soji, and I think this is part of the thing that must have been settled even before the payment and even before the other things come, the venue, the time, the date. I think that is one of the things the artists must know before they even agree on the payment. But in this case, I think something must be wrong, and maybe this might not be the first time when they will get to the venue to know the person they want to surprise. I'm just looking at it in different ways. That why should artists should be in the dark not to know the person he or she want to sing for? And I think in this kind of arrangement, the name of the person, the family, the compound, because in the case that they want to do a rhymes for the celebrant, Oewi, Aboriki, they want to do for the celebrant. These are the cogent things that they should be sorted out when they are making that negotiation and arrangement. But I don't know why this has to come this way, but that is that. And to the organizers, the Lizzy and Johnny fans that organized this surprise, I think if all that we heard from Williams Oreofe are true, I think they should have come together. They should have tell the artists every details about the celebrant. It is going to be surprise between it is only the celebrant that should be in the dark, but the artists and people that are organizing it, they should know the celebrant. That is my opinion, and that is the way I think about it. I stand to be corrected anyway, but these are the things that we saw, and I think a lot of things are wrong with that. And I'm making my observation, I'm making my comment based on the information that we got through this letter, this write-up from Williams. If these are true, it means that a lot of things is wrong about this arrangement. But as it is now, I just I want to preach peace now. We have seen all this. We have heard from the person that is involved in the arrangement, though it might not be the one that did the surprise, but he was contacted and he contacted Uncle Alabi. So I think he knows more about this event that we are talking about. So let all be calm. Let us embrace ourselves. Let there be peace. TopeAlabi fans all over the world. Let there be peace. The Warriors, Lizzy and Johnny, the Warriors are fans. Please let there be peace. And I also appreciate Lizzy and Johnny, because she has handled this matter with wisdom. Because when she was making some comments yesterday about what happened, she did not say anything wrong about TopeAlabi. She maintained integrity, and I think that should be out of respect for TopeAlabi, because as all that she commented yesterday, there was no word against TopeAlabi. So that, I think, that should have settled this whole matter. That is my summation about this particular issues that we're talking about. So guys, I want to stop here, and in case there are other updates, we surely come here to update you, and that is what we do, and that is our business. So the next time when I will be coming your way to give you more information about this and other issues that find out the space of social media, this is Tolu and his word, and we'll be here again to give you more updates. So the next time when I'll be coming your way, please, as I usually say, tell you on this platform, please stay safe and be safe. Thank you, and God bless you. Bye for now.